When I moved here, it was a lot of pressure into succeeding because, my dad owned his own business back home. My mom was a teacher. They made the choice to move here for us to give us a better life, better opportunity. So the pressure of making it in the US, like it was, a lot more than the average person. Going from being a security guard to get into sales, what sparked my interest was, when I did the interview, I wanted to own my own business. So they broke down the advancement. So the entry level portion of the job was doing sales. Yeah, when I first started, I had one class left. I was enrolled in school. I remember I went to my first class, it was on a Tuesday. Then Wednesday I had the interview and they wanted me to start on Thursday. At the end of the day, if I take one semester off and it doesn't work, I could always go back next semester. I'm not from America, obviously. I moved from another country, from Algeria. When I moved here, it was a lot of pressure into succeeding because, my dad owned his own business back home. My mom was a teacher. They made the choice to move here for us to give us a better life, better opportunity. So the pressure of making it in the US, like it was, a lot more than the average person. I remember sitting down with my dad and, breaking down the business literally from A to Z. And, he gave me the okay basically. And he was like, hey, if that's what it is. And, you see the money and you see what you want to do, obviously, good luck and we're proud of you. And, that was that. Yeah, I definitely struggled when I started. First was with the sales because I was good at talking to people, but I wasn't good at selling people, I guess. I was shy, I was, introvert. So I remember when I was in training, I was just shadowing, just sitting on my trainee's shadow basically. But I still knew the pitch. I knew everything that I had to say. I was just, scared and, I couldn't get out of my comfort zone. But then the first person I talked to, I remember my trainee, he knocked on the door. He saw somebody coming out through like a glass window door type of thing. He acted like he had a call, so he left and I was stuck there, talking to the guy and he ended up buying. So I was like, oh, that's when I gained confidence. I was like, well, this is easy. I knew what I was doing. And then from that point on, I was like, hey, I want to pitch every single person. What helped the growth was, I think, having that student mentality and the hunger for more to grow and, to achieve more. I was comfortable running an office and making the type of money I was making. I didn't see myself doing the same thing, 10 years down the line. I wanted more out of the opportunity and out of the business. And that's when I had the opportunity to test out one of our biggest telecom clients currently, and the growth that they were asking for. So that's what kind of fueled the growth and fueled the motivation. And also, help people get the same success that I achieved. And then combined, like I said, with the growth that the client wanted. When I mixed the two together, that's when we exploded. And when I first started in business, I think my company was bringing in anywhere between $20,000 to $30,000 a week in sales. And then after paying the employees, after paying the expenses, my company was profiting anywhere between $4,000 to $5,000 a week. So that's net profit after everything. With the recent success of growing a campaign and earning overrides and consultant fee from, Smart Circle for helping all these owners and helping the clients, now after expenses, we're looking at anywhere between $15,000 to $20,000 a week. So after, paying myself, paying all the expenses, that's, with the consultant fees, with, my office profit, all combined, anywhere between $15,000 to $20,000 a week. I mean, the financial aspect of it is definitely great. That's honestly what I joined the business for at first, but then I fell in love with the development and, developing people and helping people. But the financial part of it plays a big role to, my personal life, to where I'm able to, buy certain things that I like without thinking about the price tag, and then also help my family to where my dad is retired. My mom, every year she says this is her last year and she's gonna retire. So hopefully this is her last year. I have a daughter, so being able to provide for her whatever she needs. I went back home this June after 10 years of not visiting, and I was able to buy my parents a house, and I bought myself a condo on the beach. Yeah, so my company's relationship to Smart Circle is, they hold a contract with these big companies, so it's great. It takes a lot of things out of my plate. It takes a lot of time out of what I have to do, so I could focus on just growing my business instead of going out and chasing clients and chasing, contracts. When I talk about these consultant fees and overrides, as we call them in our business, they're not paid from the people that I consult. They're paid from Smart Circle. So that's kind of a thank you for, offering my help to, help these owners and grow the business overall. I mean, there's a lot of things online to where you don't own your own business or Smart Circle owns the business. We get incorporated with every state that we work in. I own my own business. I own my own bank account. I own 100% everything of my business. Where Smart Circle gets involved is the contract that we have that they provide the clients. I own my own business to provide customers to the clients that we have contracts with, and that's basically it. So all the feedback is from people that A, didn't put in the work that was necessary, or B, they had a lot of distractions to where they didn't achieve what they wanted. And obviously it's easy to blame, this type of business or that type of business instead of blaming yourself and what you could have done. For you to be successful, to achieve the level of success that you want, you have to invest a lot of time in doing it. And most businesses fail in the United States within the first year. And then some of them don't even make it past 5 years. So if I want to build a business that's going to last me 10, 15, 20 years, I had to put in, more time in developing myself, developing people around me, and laying down the foundation. So that way, 10, 15 years from now, I don't have to work as much. It goes again to perspective. Some people, especially this generation with YouTube and TikTok and all that, they just want instant, success. But with this, it's a little bit more realistic. You deal with clients, you deal with people, you deal with different factors to where you have to invest the time. The one thing that I would give to an aspiring entrepreneur is to keep learning, keep developing yourself, because I think that's the biggest thing in business, for you to keep growing. I think the common misconception is it's hard, which it is, as far as time invested and the attitude you have to have towards it and the student mentality. A lot of times people think, I own my own business, that's it, I made it, but the business is not gonna work for you. You have to work for the business and drive it forward. So you have to be willing to put in the time. Like I said, that you have to be willing to adjust your attitude and to adjust your personality and to adjust your calendar and the relationships that you have around you to make sure you're taking care of the business, so that way eventually you will take care of you. And for you to develop other people, you have to be developed yourself. So if you're not a good copy, you can't make another copy and expect it to be better than you. So you want to make sure you always have a student mentality, you're always learning, you're always seeking out help and networking with different people in positions that you want to be in. The more you do that, the better your journey is going to be, and the faster you're going to achieve what you want.